hit the nail on the head there with the question, because the scale of ambition is enormous. We're kind of looking to regenerate and transform the entire borough, which is, you know, like all things which are, well, most things that are worth achieving, is complicated and brings enormous amounts of challenge. And I think one of those is, you know, it's if everything is a priority, then nothing is a priority. So it's how do we bring forward parts of the borough, so we're delivering, but we're also for the benefit of all the borough. So, you know, some areas don't feel like they're being left behind or neglected, because it's definitely not the case, very much that everyone's on the radar. So I think that's probably one of the biggest challenges. And then, you know, you've got the nitty gritty of viability, generating interest from third parties, perhaps, although I think that is changing, coupled by the fact that, to be honest, the ambition is such in the council that it's doing it itself. Be First is delivering it for the council, and we're just getting on with it. Thames Road is a case in point there. You know, we've acquired sites to bring forward, and we've got planning application in at the moment for a stacked industrial along River Road with a ramp, so we can show the market that this does work. Come on, why not join us and be a part of it, really?
Where are the opportunities in that particular scheme for other parties to join in?
I'm always open to having discussions with investors and developers, but at the same time, I want them to do some work too. So have a conversation with me, but have a site in mind, and have done a bit of due diligence there as to what is feasible for delivering. Otherwise, we're just talking a bit wish listy, actually, as opposed to actually delivering. So I think where it can be useful is looking at our local plan, for example, and looking at those transformation areas and thinking, oh, right, Thames Road's coming forward. Is there anything that potentially fits with whatever that developer is interested in? And then having a conversation with me. I'm not a chief planner who is locked away in a cupboard somewhere. I'm very much open to discussion. But there needs, what I can't bear is when someone comes to me and says, oh, where should we be looking? Or can we have a list of sites? And it's like, well, go and do some work and then come and have a useful conversation with me, really.
Is it a challenge to you that another council-owned housing company, Brick by Brick, is experiencing some difficulties at the moment? Does that create problems for you as a council-owned company?
We're set up in a different way to Brick by Brick. And, you know, I don't really want to get into the history of Croydon, but, you know, I think their issues there existed before Brick by Brick did. I think it's helpful to us at Be First that we are an arm's length company. It gives us some freedom and flexibility to proceed. So, you know, obviously aware of that happening, but we are very much we're in a different position, and it's a different kettle of fish, really.
I don't want to get you to answer on behalf of the council, but you're not finding that there's a new reluctance or resistance in the local authority to having a development arm?
No, absolutely not. And I would say, you know, bear in mind the remit of Be First is to get things done quicker and to do things well. But also the money that we generate is reinvested back in council services. And I think, you know, this year more than ever, with the pressures on the council, that is, we serve an even more important role in making sure that we, you know, meet our housing delivery targets as a development, or as a developer. It's just ever more important. So we've got a more important role to deliver.